lovelies, and welcome to another witch vlog. Today I'm finally announcing my hashtag 21 days till Yule. So this time of the year has always been a very exciting one for me, filled with many traditions that are still very strong in southern Germany, especially the ones around Advent and the ones around the 12 days of Christmas. And overall it's just this magical time of candlelight, cinnamon, spiced apples and cold winter walks, and I very much love December. Of course, this year will be very different for all of us because many of us will be spending Christmas alone or away from their family, and with that prospect looming, you might not be feeling in the mood to celebrate Yule or Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating, and you might just think like, what's the point in the entire preparation and to do? But actually, this time of the year also brings wonderful opportunities for self-development, self-care, new goals, new ambitions, and just introspective and reflection. So I decided I won't let anyone be the Grinch, and I will try my best to spread some positivity and joy to all of you. So I will be posting a video or an Instagram post for 21 days until the winter solstice, until Yule, that hopefully will cheer you up and bring you some joy. The topics that I picked for you vary greatly. I do have some traditional Christmas and Yule bakery. I do have a couple of videos with stories about the pagan traditions and pagan customs and roots of Christmas. I do have vlogs where I just take you along through my personal preparations. I will tell you a little bit more about the Rauhnächte, which are the 12 days of Christmas in southern Germany, which are filled with so many cool witchy things, traditions and customs. I also have a couple of hacks for how to spend the holidays alone, ideas for witchy gifts or ideas for gifts on a budget. And I just hope that it will bring you joy, tranquility and a little bit of peace in this crazy time. If you're familiar with the Advent calendar, it will be that in a virtual form, but it will be a Yule calendar. If you are a viewer, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to hit that bell notification button and enable all notifications for my channel, otherwise you won't get all the videos. And if you really don't want to miss any of the days, you can also follow me over on Instagram. My link to that is in the description, and make sure you are completely immersed in a full experience. If you're a content creator, if you want to use that hashtag, please do. If you want to spread some joy, let me know. I will tag your videos under mine so other people can find them. That was my announcement for now. But now let's see what this first day will bring. It's still very early in the morning, but we better get a move on, and it has not snowed yet, but it's really nice and frosty outside, so I'm gonna take you along on a little winter walk through the forest. So we just came back from our winter morning walk and it was quite cold, and the sky since days is looking like a grey heavy blanket that just won't go away and won't open up, and it's obviously also pressing on the mood a little bit. It just sucks all the energy out of you when the weather for such a long time is so depressing. So I thought before we start our decoration madness, we are going to do a little bit of kitchen witchery. And I will prepare a simmer pot. A simmer pot is basically a mixture of fragrant fruit and plants and herbs and spices that you then mix with a little bit of water, and as the name suggests, you let it simmer. All the scent gets free and it just fills your house with like a lovely warming scent, and obviously you can here work with a lot of magical ingredients too and put a certain intention into it. So now I want to share my personal favorite wintry simmer pot recipe with you that is made to brighten your mood, give you a new boost of energy, and just in general make your house smell amazing. When you make this at home, you can like put the pan on your stovetop, but if you want to save energy, you can also set it on a little Richaud or on a little tea warmer with a couple of candles underneath, which has a double benefit of also giving off a warm and nice light, and you can place it just wherever. Okay, let's get to the kitchen, let's get started. Hast du den Pepper lieb? Hi. Hast du den Pepper so lieb, ha? So vorsichtig, ha? Vorsichtig. Okay. Alright, sorry. I'm sorry, by the way, I have baby snot everywhere. We're both a little bit sick, so... But I also didn't have time to change, so... It is what it is. Now that made the house smell divine, and we used our newfound energy that it gave us to bake a couple of Christmas cookies, and I won't show you because that's material for another video. And now it is time for my favorite thing, decorating for Yule, decorating for Christmas. Pepper, stop it. And usually I do try to use only natural materials to decorate, but with this time of the year I just have so much heirlooms and just stuff that I bought years ago, so I gotta go full on out. I gotta decorate with everything. We found a couple of really cool branches and moss in the woods, but it still needs to, you know, air out to give all the little bugs a chance to. But our tree also just arrived that we got fresh out of the forest, and now we can really start to hang it. And I wanted to take that chance to tell you a little bit more about the traditions of the Christmas tree, because there seems to be a lot of confusion and very lovely but probably not quite correct stories out there. So the Christmas tree originally comes out of German tradition. Back in pagan times, even before Christmas was really a thing, people here celebrated Yule, and they celebrated the Rauhnächte, which I'll tell you about more. It's the Yuletide or 12 days of Christmas, which are filled with oracle and magic and traditions and all kinds of lovely things. And for this time of the year, people would... And for this time of the year, people would bring fir branches into their homes, and that in the 14th century actually developed in the first real tree. Like, it's documented that a guy from Bremen brought the first Christmas tree into his house, and that tradition didn't really get popular until Queen Victoria I of Great Britain married a German dude, and he made that a tradition there, and from there it spread, and now we have it all over the world. The traditions in Bavaria actually very much coincide with what probably the pagans would have done, because we don't decorate the tree until the 24th of December. People here leave the tree up until the 2nd of February traditionally, which is Bridget's Day, and that also coincides with Imbolc. However, I really love the twinkle lights in this time of the year, so I always decorate early. Alright, my lovelies, baby's in bed. Cheers. And everything is decorated and looking festive, and I just love the entire atmosphere in the house now. And now I have a little moment to sit down and relax and do something just for myself. And I wanted to spend this evening doing a little spell project, because some of you that I talk to on my Patreon and on Instagram know that my partner is currently in Spain since a couple of weeks, and he will probably have to stay there due to the situation until February or March. So I'm solo parenting at the moment, and he, as well as his mom and my mom, all work in healthcare or like in fields related, in contact with a lot of sick people. So obviously with cases rising in Spain and also in Germany, I am worried. And it just gives me a little bit of anxiety to know the risks. So I wanted to do a healing spell today, and I thought I would want something that is also themed with a season. So I decided to do an enchanted pomander ball. If you don't know what that is, pomander was a device used in the late Middle Ages that was basically a little pendant on a chain or on a necklace, and it was filled with fragrant herbs and scents, and people would wear that thinking that the pleasant scent would repel any sickness. Obviously it didn't, that's not how it works, but that then developed into what we now in some countries have traditionally for the holidays, like an orange that's studded with cloves, if you ever saw that, and it's very pleasant smelling. And actually you can really easily make that into a spell, and I'll show you in just a second how I did it. So I chose to tie it with a green ribbon because green for me symbolizes health. And the orange is actually quite helpful because the scent is just very cheery. The magical properties that are connected to orange are also all around joy and love. And I just feel whenever then I look at that enchanted spell ball or I smell it, it will calm my anxiety as well. And then I'll start it with the cloves, and cloves are actually said to offer protection and to bring healing. So I think in general it's a very, very cool object to hang in your house and just have there. And I will tie a knot for each of the people that I want to include in that spell. Then I tie the ribbon around it and just hope that it will bring protection and healing to all my loved ones and myself. Okay, let's get witching. And that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for following along, and I will see you tomorrow for the second day of the hashtag 21 days till Yule, either here on YouTube or over on Instagram. Good night!